When I was in junior high school, somebody said one of the meanest things anyone has ever said to me. It was a girl in my class named Catherine. Actually, I don't think that she was trying to be especially mean, but this is what she said. She said, well, you know, Jenny does really well in school, but she works really hard. And I do okay, but I don't really put in any effort. Implying that, that I had to work really hard to do what I did, to get good grades, but she did well without trying, as though and the implication why was this? I remember at the time it was weeks, months that I was fuming over this jab. Why? Because it implied if you had to work hard, you were a failure. The best thing possible would be someone who was so brilliant that they could just succeed without any effort. And the truth is that, so I actually grew, those of you who know my life story know that I grew up going to a Christian prep school, and Catherine was actually not Jewish, but it doesn't really matter. It could have this jab could have taken place just as easily at a Jewish school with Jewish girls in a Orthodox environment, because we have this approach, this belief that success is the main thing. The boy who's the top of the yeshiva, the boy who's brilliant, the girl who gets into the best, day school or Beis Yaakov, the girl or boy who's just who's gifted at math or gifted at writing or whatever without any effort. We look up to that. We like that success. And so right now in Rabbi Niven's Chabura, we're learning about this topic, about the fact is that in accordance with the Jewish approach, the Jewish outlook, really we know that the only thing that's in our hands is our effort, right? The only thing that we have control of is effort, and everything else, success or failure or whatever, is completely out of our hands. It's in God's hands. The only thing that we're responsible for is effort, meaning that the thing that we should get, the thing that we should feel, the thing that should give us nachas and bring us pleasure is effort. It's the girl who works hard, like Jenny Friedman in 7th grade at Friends School. But it's really, it's very complicated. It's very complicated to get to that point where you believe, all of us know the phrase "lefum tzara agra." In accordance with the effort is the reward. So, but so we know that we're being in Judaism, from a Jewish outlook, we're being rewarded for our effort and not for the success. The success is completely out of our hands. But we've been raised and living in a society where, what we value is success. Is the person who, the person who's, the successful, whatever, the person who's a successful professional, or even successful housewife, or successful mother, or successful person who has all the trappings of a successful life. There's a show Lifestyle, the Rich and Famous. So we in the Jewish community, we have our own sort of standards of what is successful. It's the woman who has X number of kids, and her house looks a certain way, and her husband is a certain way, and their marriage from the outside looks a certain way, and her kids are perfect, and and she looks perfect, and she wears a size X, and and she whatever. We have a certain view of what is perfect, and we in our own minds we have what we're striving for, but really it's out of our hands. It's really not what we should be getting nachat from. Is how in keeping we are with this vision of what is the perfect Jewish mom. That's the only thing that we're responsible for is our effort. I know in my life there's a certain midah I've been working on, the midah of fear. And I have issues with fearful about different things. And for all of my life, I've been afraid. I noticed if I go over the course of my life, when I was a kid, I was afraid of this. Then when I was older, I was afraid of this. Now I'm afraid of this. I'm always sort of transferring from one fear to another. And I get better and better, and I work on it so hard. I take this course and I take that course, and and I do this visualization and that visualization. Mamash, I work so hard on overcoming this character trait of fear, and I haven't been fully successful. I still have more fear in my life and in my heart than I would like to have. But the truth is, I've been trying. I can't believe I could have tried harder. I can't believe I could be trying harder. I'm working really hard in it. And learning this approach for me, and I think I hope for you, for whatever thing you're working on in your life, whatever you're struggling with in your life, because all of us are struggling with something, that it should really liberate you. Because I know, wow, kol hakavod, Jenny, you have been working hard. L'fum tzar agra. You're getting great reward for that. And the success is out of your hands. I've been somewhat successful, not as successful as I would like to be, in accordance with the amount of effort that I've put into, overcoming the midah of fear. But I've been working really hard, and that is what I should be deriving pleasure from, not from the actual success. Okay? So I want to bless all of you Jewish moms that in whatever you're struggling with, and whatever way in your life is less than quote unquote perfect, that you should look instead on how hard you've been working. You've been working really hard on that. You have been, right? And to get pleasure from that, and to know the success, whether you succeed or not, is really out of your hands. It's not something that even should really concern you, right? Whether you succeed or not. What should concern you is that every day, everything, you're taking your next step in Avodat Hashem, your next step in serving Hashem and getting closer to what you want to be. And if you've put in your effort, so you can let go. It's really, really not up to you. So I want to bless all of you Jewish moms. You should remember that. Let go, put in our effort, and let go of the results. I want to bless all of you Jewish moms with an amazing, amazing week.